My name is Gum Gum.
Fuck, I knew this was hell.
First official roll of the campaign, boys. Roll me an Arcana check, buddy-o.
Oh my fucking god! Nat 20 plus 3.
No.
23! First fucking roll of this campaign.
Oh,
no
way.
What the fuck? It's gonna be a fucking good one.
My eyes are gonna roll back into my head. He's having a seizure!
Guts goes over and, cups the back of his head, ready for him to fall.
You're doing it all wrong.
Kind of
What
smacked
are you
in his
doing?
face a little bit.
If somebody's having a seizure, you want to put a piece of bark in their mouth
What the fuck?
so they don't swallow their tongue.
Oh,
Interesting genasi trick there, my friend.
Are you gonna put bark in his mouth?
No, not my own,
Video
of course.
That's what it sounds like.
Somebody fetch me bark from a nearby tree. How dare you guys? That's disgusting.
You said it.
But don't you feel almost like you're a part of those trees as well?
How dare you?
Are you kind of beckoning them closer as they
Yeah,
get
I'm beckoning them, and I'm definitely showing off these big anime tits.
Drop your gear, fuck off. Can I grab a javelin out of
Hello, fella. Calm down. Just take a deep breath, buddy. We'll figure this out. 4 minus 1. You don't want this on your conscious.
and I fucking release.
Does he even need to roll?
Yeah.
The guy's dead.
Releases out of your hands at nearly Mach speed, and with not even a bit of drop, just splinters through his chest and out the other side.
It's a big blade, and as I'm sprinting and I'm gaining momentum, I'm hitting rocks every once in a while, and there's sparks flying from my greatsword. And it's come up, and right up next to him, and I up slash. It cuts him right in half, right up the middle.
This is a disgusting display of violence.
Today we're doing a very special Halloween stream. We're gonna go one by one and reveal our costumes. I'm the two-time back-to-back 1993-94 Blockbuster video game champion.
What up, guys?
Dude, it's Hal Deer! It's a cow!
Mr. Your Honor.
I don't have any.
No wonder you were saying you were gonna be hot as fuck, dude.
My headset's on under this bitch, too. Hey!
Oh,
He's a straight up Dragonborn, dude.
What's happening?
oh, dude.
Oh!
God.
This man
It's Dark Bryce!
It's Dark Knight.
Dark Bright.
Are you guys ready?
He's rectangular.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
boys.
Let's go, Daddy.
Tonight you call me mommy.
That's amazing.
I did not expect that, dude.
And I'll flick my collar out, prepare myself, and I'll strut to the front of the party here and lead us through.
Not so fast. Roll me a deception check.
12.
Something's up. Tell us why you're really here.
I'm gonna run away.
You fucking idiot.
I cannot sustain damage. I'm doing the run that Captain Jack Sparrow does too.
Did you say you're leaving us, Twig Boy?
In the morning, I will leave for Plumwater.
I don't agree with this stop.
Why do you want to go with him? You just met him.
It is part of my duty as an inventor.
But you could help us with your inventions, mate. Look what you've done for us already.
What am I supposed to do without you and your knowledge?
Fucking bastard. Son of a bitch is fucking leaving.
I've only just met you guys as well, and yet you will remain in my heart forever. And that is why I will do anything in my power, once this job is finished, to find you again.
Don't leave us, Sap.
Look,
The only family I've ever had.
stay safe, my friend, and until we meet again, I hope this time it doesn't take us dying to meet once more.
You better not fucking die. Is it normal to kill a bunch of people and then just their friends forgive you and then ask them to
bury the people you killed?
Absolutely not, mate. These people are out of their fucking minds.
Chase is meta critiquing my DMing right now. It's the type of metagaming I've never even heard of before. I'm gonna make you make 15 characters in this fucking campaign. Don't you make me.
Oh, it's gonna be a long campaign.
Only Ben is not doing the drum roll. He ruined it. Intro ruined. We're going home tonight. What is up, viewers, and welcome back to another week with the boys here at Advantage. Say hello.
What up? Dedicated Wham.
Yeah, dedicated Wham. This is actually our 8th session. I thought last week was, but we are here for the 8th time going through the fight against the 7 deadly sins. So, last week we basically finished up a battle to secure food rations in an attempt to build relationships with the Thieves Guild in Cragwillow. You guys were successful in that, tried basically to hide some bodies, get rid of the evidence, but began to run out of time as you heard some guards in the distance. Taking after Blackstrand's lead, you were able to hightail it out of there a short distance into a building and into a secret entrance to the sewers of the Thieves Guild.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah.
Secret tunnel.
Yep. And down there, you were able to finish the deal. I believe you gave them all the rations, and Oriel gave them half of the gold. So you guys pocketed 500 gold. They got to keep the rations, and
they received quite a bit of armor too. And
right? Yeah. The stuff that you were able to get off of the guards' bodies. You guys did keep, however, the Flame Tongue Flail, as well as the Amulet of Intelligence.
Yeah, who received that?
I believe Casper was given it, yeah.
I gave it to Casper, yes, I believe.
I still have the flail in the bag of holding.
Right, yeah. So, essentially, you guys kind of worked out your deal. They offered to give you their allegiance, and in the time period that you spent underground in the sewers, you were able to kind of have a decent time for the first time in this adventure. You had some drinks. Sap sat on the floor and played with a couple of Tabaxi children. Ate some rations before you all noticed Tabaxi Man approach Sap. He wanted to talk to him further, so as you guys were in drinking shenanigans, playing card games, passing out in barrels, and singing songs and making jokes, you saw Sap step away for a minute. And when he returned, he, with great importance in his mission, he decided to step away for a while to go help the Tabaxi with a water purification system in an attempt to redeem himself for the way that he had died. So he headed off near Plumwater, and you guys all sort of went to bed. Guts had a final moment with him, staying up all night before he left, taking a point of exhaustion. And when you all wake up, it is late morning, sleeping off a heavy drinking night, especially for Casper and Guts, the two seemingly lighter weights of the party. And this is where you find yourselves, sort of in these sleeping quarters with beds stacked against each other in a more finely presented area of these sewers. You guys have moved up through the tiers of class in the city, and you can tell the difference in the way that these sewers look. The bricks that make up the walls and ceiling and circular shapes of these tunnels around you are more finely cut, more finely measured. I wouldn't say polished, but they're definitely not covered in grime and grease. Moss isn't hanging from every little crevice. There's a small doorway of iron bars that encloses and keeps you guys in your area. And of course, it's just sort of hanging freely with a small, like, and just the small draft of this tunnel that you're in. So, floor is officially yours. Thank you for listening to me during my long-winded recap there. But yeah, take the floor.
I'm gonna be on the bar, head down, still passed out, like pissed drunk on the fucking bar, just on a bar stool.
And the super drunk dwarf guy who was pouring you drinks is just passed out there next to you.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up and realize that Sap is gone, and just kind of mourn for a moment. I kind of forgot that everything went down like that last night.
Yeah, and it's easy to do with a night of drinking. It seems sometimes like when you wake up, maybe that was just a dream, that conversation. And looking around, seeing your bark-covered friend not within the vicinity, it hits a little bit.
What happened last night, fellas?
I'm curled up in a ball still.
Yeah, fellas, wake up. Where's Sap?
He left.
What do you mean he left? When's he gonna be back?
He's not coming back.
What?
He's got that mission, remember?
No, I don't remember anything.
Great.
He's gone?
Yeah, he went to a different town. Try and help them out.
Oh.
Yeah, piece of shit. I mean, what a good guy.
Bastard.
Keep it down over there!
I'm gonna miss your slave owner, Guts. He's alright.
I'm gonna throw something at Oriole as he tells us to keep it down. So I'm off the ground.
It's gonna hit me and it's gonna startle me. I'll fall to the ground. And I'll dust myself off. What the fuck? God.
No yelling. No yelling.
God. I'm gonna dust the grime off myself and stumble my way to the boys. Holy shit, one hell of a night, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to drink like that for a long time.
Sap, he's really out of here, huh?
Yeah, I watched him leave.
Plum water, was it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll pay a visit to Plumwater soon.
That'd be cool.
Oh, you guys aren't leaving, right? You guys are sticking around?
I'm not going anywhere.
Why would I leave?
I'm just stay right here, mate.
Yeah, we're on a mission.
Well, I mean, I'll fight that guy by myself if we need to, but...
No, mate, you won't have to do that. I was honestly kind of hoping that we all wouldn't separate. Thought we were in this together.
Alright, mate.
Yeah.
We are.
Sap really let us down, didn't he?
He really did all for some water.
No,
Water gig.
he's got something to prove, mate.
Yeah.
The way he died is... The way he's making it better. He's making it better.
Redemption.
Aye.
Well,
I can respect
let's all make a blood pact right now that we'll stick together forever.
God damn.
Sounds good.
Aye, mate.
I'll slice my hand open.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Stick it out.
Yeah, come on.
Bring
it in.
Doing it, mate.
Oh, God.
And out of his sleep, the drunken dwarf guy's like, that is very unsanitary. And he just passes back out, laying his head down on the other side. Meanwhile, he's got like an entire puddle of drool that his bearded face just slaps into back onto the table.
You guys, none of you guys got like hepatitis or anything, right?
I don't think so. What's hepatitis?
Covered in the blood of Aaron when he sliced his hand all aggressively, and I'm taking it in his face. I'm like definitely not pulling out my knife and slicing my hand. This is
I don't know my own strength, mate.
His hand's just like hanging off.
Fuck! I actually cut myself a little deep.
I'll hold my hand up and
Aaron,
look everybody in the face and wait for an embrace.
I'll embrace that shit, but like from the back, like this.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it from the front.
That's right.
Blackthorn, Gabe.
I'm in.
That just leaves you, Mr. Blackthorn.
Gabriel, will you do me?
Yes, come here.
Whoa,
And I grab his hand. I'll do you.
Let's get it on.
And I cut over his
baby. And as you guys are making this blood pact, sort of signifying your friendship and your camaraderie, you hear this high-pitched whistle that's, to the more hungover of you, very, very intrusive and abrasive, and it's just a very high-pitched, like, that's going on in the background. And you turn, shocked, to look over at the back of the bar stand to see just a sweet, older halfling lady, graying hair that just kind of wisps back into a small bun on her head, and wearing relatively simple clothes, and she looks at you lot and sort of pours out a few small cups and says, dearies, I couldn't help but notice you drank a lot last night, and here, drink this, it'll clear your mind a little.
Is she giving all of us some of this?
Yes.
I drink it.
Sure.
I drink it, and I go off into a corner, and I pull out my communication stone, and I use it to talk to Thesmios real quick.
Wait, hold up. Did we all dap up? Did we all dap up?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Okay, good.
Blood pact.
We blood dapped for sure.
Yeah,
Get to the Thesmios thing in just a moment for you, and everybody takes a drink of their tea, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'll take what is it, like a little tiny cup?
Yeah, it's just like a little small, like almost like an espresso shot size cup.
I'm gonna use 2 hands.
Oh, very, very fancy. Yeah, and it tastes pretty good, actually. Drinking tea in a sewer, I think you may have all had some concept of what the taste may be. And it tastes nice. It's very herbal, very floral, and gradually over the next few minutes, you do feel your headaches start to become soothed, and your stomach aches begin to go away. And Gabriel, as you step into the corner, what do you say into the stone?
Thesmios, we've lost Sapfeldspa. He wanted me to tell you to seek him out, and he gave me a riddle to tell you. This is the riddle. I stand tall, a feeling inside, a sense of self, where ego may reside. Sometimes a flaw, sometimes a guide. What am I that makes you feel alive? Does this mean anything to you, Thesmios?
Oh, darling, that was an entire mouthful. My lord, I'm just waking. I'm kidding, I don't need to sleep. To be honest with you, I have no idea what he's talking about, but
that doesn't surprise me.
I'm sure if you're in need of him and he needs me to keep a keen eye on him, I'll keep a keen eye indeed.
Please do, Thesmios. We're all worried about Sap, and I'm not surprised that this riddle doesn't make much sense to you, because to all of us, Sap doesn't make much sense to us, but we love him and we miss him. So please keep an eye on him.
He is quite the silly little tiger. Anyways, any success in finding out these sins? It looks like you're in Cragwillow now.
Yes, I believe we've found the sin of gluttony, but we can't be sure yet. We still have more work to do, and I will report back as soon as we find out more.
Perfect. Well, I got to go. Souls to shepherd. Ta-ta! And you just hear like a click.
Okay, thanks, Desrios. Ta-ta.
And as you see the stone in your hand, it just gives like a little poof of like these pink little sparkles before it shuts down.
I rejoin the group.
Very cool.
Yeah. So the morning is yours. You guys are free to plan, come up with whatever you'd like to do for the coming day.
Where's the leader? Where's that little mousey fellow?
Blackthorn?
Long Fang or Short Fang, Red Fang?
Blackstrand. That's the one.
Blackstrand. That.
And don't wear it out, he says as he steps around the corner.
God.
Giving you all a start. I'm right here.
Pardon me, mate. Do we have a plan? What? Should we go on another scouting mission or something?
Well, between you and me, our business here is pretty much settled. I'm happy to grant you allegiance, send men with you, but we're obviously lower on the totem pole in terms of plan making than you guys are. You've done all this, and he points around, and you see these people toiling about, and kids playing, and people that are their sunken skin and their sunken eyeballs start to look more refreshed, and there's hope in the eyes of these people that you've not seen. You see plates of food on tables, and not just moldy, rotten fruit and stale bread. And he looks back at you. I do know a decent entry point to the castle.
Perfect.
A track of these tunnels that'll lead into the moat surrounding the castle. It's as close as we can get that we've found. But it would at least get you past the first set of walls, and it would provide you access to figuring out more about this castle and about the king.
That's great. Thank you, mate. I just want to say that all of this is not just us. I mean, you and Carter played a huge part in getting us there.
And from the other side of the room, you see just a veil of mist as Carter appears right on you with his arm around your shoulder, and he's like, yeah, I'd say about 85-90% us, but hey, we were giving you the benefit of a doubt, buddy.
Rude.
It's okay. What about you come with us, Carter? Seems like you had a lot of fun with our crew.
He shoots a knowing glance at Guts, and what, a guy can't joke? After we've spent this much time together, I'd think you'd get ready for it by now. Hey, I'd love to tag along. Anything to get my hand on these arrows and let a few loose.
Well, you can definitely help us along our way, mate. So, gang, what do we do?
Well, the way I see it is we got two options. We head in there the way that we are, go through that tunnel you was talking about, or we head back to the barracks, see if we can get some armor to help blend in. But either way, it looks like we're gonna have to infiltrate that castle.
Taking out a few more guys. Excuse me.
He's still drunk.
I'm faded. Taking out a few more guards wouldn't hurt.
Blackstrand.
Yeah.
Moat. Is there water?
Yeah, of course. It's kind of the main supply water. Well, supply is wrong term, but it runs through these sewers. It's what is sort of the innate cleaning response. It's fed in from streams that come up the springs that come off of the mountains nearby. They feed through these sewers and empty out on the other side. So.
Yeah.
Does the
Definitely gonna
tunnel
have to take my armor off. Can't swim through water.
does the tunnel put us on the other side of the moat, closest to the castle, or in front of it?
Oh yeah, and it puts you close to the castle. The grate comes out on one side. You're able to just sort of swim across. In terms of your armor, well, I saw that Bark guy made you a fancy bag, so.
Yeah, we got the bag,
Just
man.
toss it in. Be fine.
Hey, Blackstrand,
Yeah.
you guys operate sort of an underground, rebellion of sorts. Is there any other type of shit happening around the city like that? Another crew, another sect of rebels?
Well, I think a lot of the people around this city that are still alive are too scared to stand up. Most of them are from the upper class. You won't see anyone alive in the first tier of the city. It's all zombies.
Yeah, so in the other tiers, are there just a group of people who are trying to live normal lives? Is there shops and stores and houses, or is everybody just kind of hidden away?
Well,
Is there
far
any
and few
semblance of
between.
normal life?
Far and few between. There's a couple shops, places where people can get sort of bare necessities, the simple bare necessities, and
Yes.
a couple places where people hide in hovels. There's normal people. A lot of people ran when this calamity occurred, but some became guards to try and save their own hide and reach a better position in life, and others hunkered down, scared. Some of us came to the sewers and started working in the shadows.
So there are still good people in the town, so what I'm asking is we don't want to wipe the whole thing out.
Oh, it would take power of great scale to take out any portion of this city. You're talking about felling buildings. I don't know what you mean, but
Well, I just meant we don't want to just kill everybody.
no, yeah, there's still good souls out there.
I'm gonna glance over at Blackthorn when I say kill everybody.
I'm just gonna look down. Fuck. Like really fast away from your eyes.
Well, it's up to you guys. Just let me know what's needed, and if you need more people than Carter here. And hey, man, I'm worth 3 people. Yeah.
God is a good friend. Casper,
Yes,
I think we should hit the barracks.
I think that's a good idea.
Let's kill these fuckers.
We might be able to find ourselves some armor and help us blend in, and who knows, maybe there's some more gold and weapons we could tuck away in that bag of holding and sell.
Yeah, true.
If we're gonna, save the world, we're gonna need a lot of coin to do it. Speaking of coin, Blackthorn,
Yes?
are we splitting that up, or are you gonna be our banker?
Well, I figured 500 to anyone in the crew who needs it. I wasn't gonna divvy it up, but if everyone would prefer, I can definitely do that.
Well,
I
I
don't
think
care.
we're gonna trust you until we have a reason not to.
Yeah, listen, I'm most fit to carry this much gold anyway, let's face it.
Well, after that, I think I trust you a little less.
That's okay, it fits nice in my bag of holding, mate. If you need it, just let me know.
Well, how about it then, boys? We head back to the barracks?
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
before you guys go ahead and make me perception checks around the table.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
16.
9.
18.
That's for a 22 as well.
Nobody's rolls except for Guts mattered anyways, let's be honest here. You could have just saved yourself the breath.
True.
No, those of you that rolled higher than 16 or higher, I should say, you'll notice that the flow of water that crosses paths with this small meeting area that you guys have sort of taken up residence in over the last 12-18 hours has shortened. It's gotten lower since when you were first there. Who rolled 18 and above?
Me.
Casper and Guts, you see just a small amount of dust beginning to shake loose from the ceiling. And
oh my god,
the water begins to have this little bit of a ripple to it. And as this is all happening, you hear a strange noise in the distance.
Oh my god.
And it's loud.
Fuck.
Like 100 horses' hooves running atop softened sand.
Oh my god.
And you see Blackstrand whip his head around. He says, "Run!" And within an instant, the entire causeway circle that passes through here as this sewer land just gets flooded with thousands of gallons of water.
Oh my god.
Water that must have been backed up overnight and released all at one point. Everybody go ahead and make me a dexterity check, or a dexterity saving throw.
Oh
Dude.
my god.
Before we do that, what a great fucking strategy. Like, flood the fucking
shit.
sewer.
Wow.
This motherfucker's a genius, dude.
Ooh, I'm kissing the dice for the rest of the night.
Dexterity, you said?
Dexterity saving throws to try to
16.
jump free out of the way of the water.
Dex save.
6.
12.
14.
12, 16, 14, a 20.
Are you about to tell us that none of our rolls counted?
Oh my god.
The 20 is the only one who succeeds.
Oh, shit.
As you are trying to sprint free out of the way of this water, you look around in panic and you see chairs being swept off of the ground, off of their wooden legs, tumbling into the distance. You see people clinging on to one another as they're washed off before your eyes. Aaron, you managed to take a couple of jumping leaps.
Fuck.
And you escaped this blast of water. But you see behind you Casper, Guts, Oriel, and Gabriel all swept up in this gale force of water.
Oh my god.
Can I make an action? Can I take an action here?
Well, tell me what you'd like to do.
I'd like to drop my bag immediately and try and grab my 50 feet of hempen rope, and with one end of it, just grab the coil and just fucking disc golf frisbee that shit right to the boys if I can, and hold on to one end so I can reel one of them back in at least.
Yeah, you reach into your bag, you throw it off onto the ground. It takes you just a second to search for it, but you find it and just huck it down into the water, and it just disappears into the water. Make me a strength check.
Oh my god, dude.
We're fucked.
This is so bad.
This is Scary Terry's worst nightmare.
Yeah, this is
14 plus 3. 17.
You pull on the rope and you feel resistance, and you feel it. Yes, I've got someone. And as the water reveals the end of the rope, there's nobody hanging onto it.
Oh my god.
There's fucking like women and children in these sewers, boys. We gotta save them.
And just as fast as this happened, it's over. The water begins to die back down to a normal level. And you just see left, Aaron, a mostly empty room with Carter, who managed to use his last Misty Step to jump and bamf out of the way. And you see just chairs and tables strewn about, rations, dried food on the floor, already beginning to look like they're trying to rehydrate. And this room just looks like a tornado flew through it. And none of your party is there with you.
Oh my god.
And
Connor, what the fuck was that, mate?
And he's speechless. He's just looking around. We've got to find Blackstrand. My wife. Fuck! And we'll cut back to the other guys. You are all tumbling like ragdolls in this force of water, like a wave that you thought you could body surf, but just completely bodies you. And you flip end over end over end, seemingly for eternity, as you're holding your breaths best as you can. After what feels like 30 minutes, but in reality was only just seconds, the water dies down, and you all sort of float to the surface in this section of sewer that you're not entirely sure where you are. And everybody is accounted for. You see, unfortunately, a couple of small children who look to be drowned. A couple of Tabaxi kids.
What the fuck?
You see chairs that one may have splintered and stuck into the leg of a fellow member of the Thieves Guild. Injured and trying to tread water to get to the side where they could climb up out of the ladder. You see panic in the faces of the people where just seconds ago there was hope. And you don't see Aaron.
I'm gonna take the kids. And are we in water still, or?
Yeah, you're still in the water.
Okay, I'm gonna try and swim over and like kind of collect their bodies and just try and idle.
Yeah. So you head over, and they're small. You know, they're maybe 20, 30 pounds a piece. Tabaxis are a pretty lightweight species, and being children, they're not super heavy. So for you and your strength and athletic capability, you're very easily able to swim over and sort of tread water with them in either arm.
Okay.
Is there
you do hear a small from one of the mouths of the Tabaxi children.
I'm gonna start trying to clear their throat, smack their back, give them mouth to mouth, whatever I need to do.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me a medicine check.
Come on, little one. It's a 7.
He dies instantly.
A brick falls onto his head and squishes his little brain. No.
No!
You pat a few times, and you're getting coughs, and some water is expelling itself from his mouth. His dampened fur completely soaked, his eyes closed, and still looks to be unconscious, but is giving you small coughs every couple of seconds, and same with the other.
Okay. I'll make sure that they stay more up top.
Yeah, and you could there's an edge that's sort of a small climb ladder, like think like an in-ground pool. Like you could lift them up and put them on the side of the edge if you wanted to.
Sure, I'll do that. Yeah.
So you guys are all in about, just about neck to head deep water for some of the taller members of the party, the Dragonborns. You could sort of stand and keep your head and mouth above water. Meanwhile, Guts is just treading furiously, trying to save these 2 children's lives. What do the rest of you do?
I'm gonna try and find the wall, like get to a point where I don't have to tread anymore. Is there like a ledge or something?
Yeah. Like I said, it's sort of like an in-ground pool. You're easily enough able to swim over and climb onto the edge.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the water, sit on the edge, just be like, fuck, where the fuck are we?
Am I there? Am I next to him? Am I close by? Can I see him?
You're all within, shouting distance or like loudly speaking distance of each other.
Okay. Is it dark?
It is very dark, yes. Any torchlight that was in this tunnel was snuffed by the wave of water.
Okay.
Is there any light source?
There are just small, sparse, sort of twinkling sunlight that come in from the various sewer grates that are sort of spread out throughout the walls and ceiling of this area.
I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna take off Nar from like my little belt pouch or whatever and light it up. Stick it by the little kiddos. That way there's some light.
Yeah, and you whisper, Nar. And immediately, even though being completely soaked wet, this flame and a small bit of candlelight illuminates about a 5 to 10 foot radius around that area. And the rest of you that are in the water sort of see this spark of light, and you see Guts there with a couple of Tabaxi children that are sort of lying on their back, unconscious on the stone floor.
Does anybody here know where we are? Did anyone live in the sewers? I'm just gonna be kind of freaking out, yelling, kind of frantic.
Blackthorn, calm down.
Roll me a d20 just for fun. For real.
Oh, fucking that one!
He never rolls anything in between.
I know. There's more
insane.
Numbers on the dice, dude.
Dude. What the fuck?
You have, like, sort of on your shoulder just a completely soiled diaper.
It's gonna make me freak out even more. I'm gonna fall into the sewage.
Yeah.
Damn it.
From the distance, you hear another bit of coughing, and you look over to see made his way out onto the edge of this sewer tunnel is Blackstrand, sort of sitting kneeled over, coughing up some water, his ears kind of drooping from the weight of the water, and he gives himself a little shake as water sprays around. And I know where we are. It's not too far to get back, but we need to get everyone help. We need to get everyone out of here.
Blackstrand, I got kids. I got kids over here. They're having a hard time breathing.
He says, Lindstorm! And you see her just take a step like she's going to step into the water, and just blinks out of sight for just a moment, and within about 10 seconds, just pops back up right next to you.
Jesus Christ!
And she immediately starts tending to the children, doing proper CPR on them and getting them to a more stable position.
Okay.
Wow.
Blackstrand starts taking account of people. We're still missing a few. Fuck. They saw this coming. We should have done better. We should have hid those horses or something. I don't know what we could have done. Fuck, they dammed up the water and sent it our way. And he's taking the sort of human male that has that wooden piece stuck in his leg. He says, this is gonna hurt, and immediately yanks it out of him and begins bandaging up the leg as he lets out a small yelp of pain.
Oh my god.
This is absolutely insane. How do they not know that there's women and children down here?
They know.
Despicable. Who could be so evil? And you feel like an innocence in Casper leaves his body forever. Like, this is an atrocity that cannot go unspoken for.
Wow.
Yeah. They know there's women and children down here. This was retaliation. This was retaliation for those rations we took.
Nothing is worth the life of innocent people. Rations, food. They're gonna kill kids over food.
Well, that king is not a normal person anymore. He's been taken.
We'll have his head for this. This will be the last atrocity that man ever commits.
I cannot find the name anywhere in my notes here, and I'm blanking. What's the fucking king's name? Somebody has it written down? Marcus. Okay, thank you. That's what I get for freestyling 90% of that session.
Doesn't matter. You have good note takers.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, and everybody sort of scrambling about. Nobody looks to be fatally wounded from this, but the sort of safety that they had in the room, maybe a quarter mile up the tunnels, was completely demolished. And you see that the people's faces are completely desperate.
This is it. We can't waste any more time. Forget the barracks, forget anything else. We're going straight to that castle and we're killing Marcus right now.
We need to find Aaron first. Blackstrand.
Forget about Aaron, he's dead.
What are you talking about? We've got to look for him.
Yeah, you need to calm down.
We should look for him, but right after that, we're going to kill Marcus right away.
Agreed, we will, Casper. We just need to find our party. Blackstrand, where are we?
And he sort of takes a look around. We need to go that way. And we'll cut back to Aaron. Aaron, there's a couple of people that managed to dodge out of the water's way. You are able to easily tell which direction the water was flowing. So you can choose to go search or help the people that are in the area you're at. It's totally up to you.
Now, can I actually survey the area? I'm gonna jump in the water immediately, and I'm gonna survey the area of what's around me, but I want to be making my way back towards my party.
Yeah, there's definitely a wake of destruction around you. Papers that are soggy and sort of half floating, half sinking, like paper does when it reaches a certain point of water absorption. There's broken furniture, there's food rations, the teacups that you were just drinking out of spilled and broken across the floor, some of them sunk into the bottom of the water. You do see some like refuse and some, medieval time TP, so to speak, and things of that nature. And you see down the tunnel about 30 feet or so before it begins to wind, and you're not able to decipher what's past that.
Fuck. I know Carter's in my vicinity. Right?
Yes. Yeah, he had Misty stepped out of the way of the water.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out to Carter. There's fucking women, children. There was good men in here. We need to fucking help them all. We need to figure out what's going on around us. We need to get down this tunnel. What could have possibly happened down there?
I'm with you. We've seen it before. God damn it. I need to find my wife.
Fuck, you
They'll
knew you
jam
had
the water to
control of the
flush it out.
tunnels?
Well, there's only so many safe places. They must have sniffed out our location. God. Let's go. And he begins sort of briskly running across the wet floor with like a split, 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 split as his footsteps fall past you as you're in the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna move with him. I'm assuming that the other thief chick was his wife.
You don't know. You didn't ask. But you can make that assumption though if you'd like.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just gonna be moving towards the party. Just trying to seek anybody out along the way, like through the tunnel as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you do, you make your way, you do see a couple people sort of treading water or sitting on the edge. You don't see any floaters. You make your way sort of following this trail of debris as the tunnel actually splits in a couple of directions. But it's easy enough for you to sort of follow the path of destruction here.
Can I look at Carter just really quickly and say one more thing?
Oh, of course.
Carter, when we get the fuck out of here, mate, if we don't draw our weapons and take that fucking king's head off, what the fuck are we doing this for, mate? He'd kill us over food?
And you see a very serious look in his face, and his brows furrow as he looks at you. Says, "You already know you've got my arrows and my life." And he turns and keeps running.
Okay.
As you guys sort of wind your way around a small distance through this tunnel, you do see the candlelight of Nar in the distance, as well as the rest of your party.
Boys! Boys!
Aaron!
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 We're down here! Boys! I thought I fucking lost you.
Nah, we're pretty hard to kill, man.
Wading through the water.
I'm gonna jump in, try and jump on him, just fucking leap for a hug.
Can we see Gabe? Is Gabe drowned? Or is he floating? Gabe, are you alive?
Gabe
You're
is muted.
Gabe, you're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, now I
you know.
can.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm with you guys.
Shit.
Can you swim, Gabe? Are you swimming?
I'm the best swimmer this side of the Mississippi.
Brother.
I've never heard of the Mississippi.
Well, it's a popular river where I'm from.
Well,
And on this side of it, I'm the best swimmer.
who's the best on the other side?
I think his name's Greg.
Oh, old Greg, huh?
Old Greg, he's a pretty damn good swimmer, but
It's a palace.
I'm second.
Bailey's out of his shoe.
But on this side, like I said, on this side, I'm the best. Greg's on the other side. He's the best on the other side.
You guys ever get in the middle and see who's the best all around?
We tried once, but we got interrupted and we couldn't finish our race.
Oh wow, well,
This is
Yeah.
not canon.
A big serpent interrupted us, and we couldn't finish to see who was the best on both sides of the Mississippi.
well, one day we're gonna have to find old Greg and figure
Yeah,
this mystery out.
after we
People are
defeat
drowning here. Will you guys quit your
after
blathering?
we defeat these 7 sins and save the people who are drowning, we'll get in contact with Greg and see who's
Oh,
better.
Greg.
Okay, I'm
better.
serious now. A brick does fall and kills fucking Gabriel.
Maybe old Desmios can help us
I
track
was-
him down.
I was asked. I had to answer. Sorry.
That'll be 32 bludgeoning damage.
All right. I was asked a question and I answered it.
Let's get
reel
the
it back
hell
in, boys.
out
Reel
of
it
this
back
sewer
in.
right now. Blackstrand, is there any other place you could take these people? This sewer is compromised. You cannot live here anymore.
I agree.
And we're all in agreement.
Blackstrand, can you just leave the city?
Not a chance.
Why is that?
Let's go and kill Marcus.
I've got
Now
a duty
is the
to fulfill.
time.
Got a duty to fulfill.
If you can get somebody out of this town, if you go up into the mountains to the southeast a little bit, you'll find a house. It might be pretty dilapidated, but it might be safer than in town for now.
Blackstrand, I think you need to take all the fighting men and find yourself a new camp. And you need to get the women and the children out of this city as soon as possible. This is not going to be the last retaliation attempt from Marcus.
You see this sort of that look you get when you are sort of shocked and you're looking at someone, but you're not really looking at them. It's kind of that 1,000-yard stare sort of feeling. And you see him shake out of that really quick here. You're right. You're right. Men! And you see a few able-bodied men get together. And he gives them quick instructions to sort of a safe house within the city. Not in the third tier close to the castle, but in the second tier, where there's sort of a risk of zombies and other imminent dangers, and a lot less like actual people. Meet there. I'll find you, and we'll update you with the plan. Women and Lynch. And as the women start to gather together, you guys see Carter run over to this beautiful blonde-haired half-elf, and she's got these sort of glowing green eyes, and I say glowing figuratively, but they just have a brightness to them. Pale skin and dressed in sort of a tightly fitted in the upper body but flowing in the lower body sort of a dress. And he gives her a hug and he's, I thought I lost you. God, I should have given you the belt. Are you okay? And he starts sort of touching her and patting her down to make sure she's not broken anything. And she's, I'm fine. It was scary, and I'm more focused on the children and the elderly now. Let me get back to tending. And she turns around and starts tending to a couple of the younger children and older men and women that are there. The person you don't see anywhere, that none of you have seen anywhere, is the dwarf bartender that was drunkenly sleeping head down on the table. And you do see a figure floating face down in the water in the distance.
Oh no.
Can I swim to the body?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I dive in and swim to the body and grab it and bring it to land, to area outside of the water.
And you sort of flop his unconscious, lifeless body onto the side of the water, and you pull yourself up to meet him. And you're greeted with a completely purple face.
Okay, I smack my hands together.
Out of the nose.
I smack my hands together, and the tattoo in my hand starts to glow. And I put both my hands on his chest, and I use lay on hands to try to heal him.
Oh my god.
How many points do you use of your lay on hands?
5.
And you do clap your hands, and you feel that radiant energy coalesce between your fingers and in your palms. And you put your hands on him, and normally you can feel this drawing of power coming from your your hands and coming from your energy. You can feel it being drawn into someone when you heal them. And you just feel it dissipating as it leaves your hand.
Come on. Come on. I give him a light slap across the face. Come on.
And his face jerks to it and remains still.
He's gone, Gabriel. He's gone.
Oh God.
We've got to retaliate. Now!
We have to make them pay for this.
We're all together. They have a plan. Our crew, let's go now. What do you say? Carter, you still with us?
Yeah. I was telling your boy Aaron in the tunnels there. You all have me whether or not it takes my life.
Well, let's stop talking and get moving. Carter, take us right back to those barracks. We're gonna wipe out as many guards as we can.
Guts, now. As you guys are grouping to leave, you see Lynchstorm approach you. And sort of this brazen look across her face as she says, "Give me the directions to the place."
What?
The place southeast of Cragwillow you were just telling us about.
Oh, sorry.
I'll like write it down.
Yeah, you scribble it onto a piece of paper. Roll me an intelligence check.
Guidance.
Can I help him?
How are you gonna help him?
I remember where the place is, so I can look over his shoulder and make sure he's writing down the right directions.
I don't know if he's talking about the same place you're thinking of.
I mean, I know where this place is.
Oh, is it not?
No,
is
this
it not the
this
place
isn't
where
to
we-
recall directions. This is to figure out how readable this map is gonna be.
Perfect. And what did you want? What was the check?
Intelligence.
Is this not the cabin that we found the dead bodies in?
Guidance.
That is. No, I already rolled. It's a 7.
A 7. It looks like a 5-year-old drew it, but it gets the point across.
Nice.
Yeah. She looks at it and just shakes her head.
Has like a couple smiley faces in there.
God, they don't pay me enough. It's a good thing I'm a good tracker. And she heads over to the women and starts sort of corralling them together with the children and the elderly, and they begin to make their way down the other direction in the sewer before they split off sort of an offshoot tunnel.
Guts.
What?
Where are you sending them?
That's my old house.
Damn, you're letting them stay at your old house.
It's probably fucked up, but it's safer than in this place.
Damn, Guts. It's very noble of you, mate.
Thanks.
I'll just walk away.
I'm just gonna be looking at him with an approving nod. Nice little dog.
Good doggy.
Ow, ow.
Yeah. A few able-bodied men, other than Carter and Blackstrand, begin to make their way that you guys came from initially. As you guys get back to sort of that main area where you were standing when all this occurred, Blackstrand goes back into this sort of wooden crate and pulls out a few of the swords and some of the weapons and sort of doles them out to a couple of the people. I know you've got your own, but you can never have too much. Go to the building. I'll meet you there sundown. We'll get close to the castle and formulate a plan. Blackstrand explains to you guys that he has a way through these tunnels. It's going to take longer, but it'll, for the majority of this journey, keep you sort of out of this main thoroughfare of this sort of rinse tunnel. It's gonna take half the day to get out there. This is a place that's well known by him, and it's not anything that's gonna be like really heavily encounter based, but just know that that's sort of what it looks like time-wise for you guys. You sort of started late morning. It'll take half a day to get out there, so you'll probably be arriving to the castle come sunset, or supposed to.
Damn.
Nighttime ops, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Have you been rolling at disadvantage, by the way, Guts?
Oh, no.
All right, we'll have to keep that in mind. I totally forgot about your point of exhaustion.
Me
Just
too.
on ability checks. Saving throws, you're good, but ability checks we'll need to keep in mind.
Yeah, baby.
So roll me an ability. No, every like 3 seconds, I'm like, hey, Guts.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, so you guys all sort of clean yourselves off, dry yourselves off as best you can, and make your way following Blackstrand through these tunnels. Periodically, you do hear a loud whoosh, and you feel this rumbling and quaking around you under your feet, and feeling the walls of this tunnel. You get the sense that they sent a few more of these floods through as you're making your way. You get to a small portion of the tunnel that sort of cuts back and forth in an S before going up into a small incline. When you get there, it'll just basically take an athletics check from you all to get up smoothly. It's not a high DC, it's a DC of 8.
17. 15.
10.
Is this at disadvantage?
It's a check.
11. Wait.
Ability checks, motherfucker.
14.
10.
All right. But he passes and makes it up. You get to the top of this, and water is sort of pouring through this grate that's sort of in front of you, and it's similar to like a vault door, but it's just dripping a steady drip of water. Blackstrand says, and there's sort of an alcove around this area, he says, "Get as close to those walls as you can. We're about to let her rip." And he explains to you guys that this is sort of similar to like deep sea diving. This is sort of the purge valve that allows that pocket of air to create, where they can sort of step into still water from above. This is how we're gonna get to the moat. Are you ready?
No, we're not ready. Aaron's got to take his armor off or that man's going to drown.
God damn it. Aaron, put it in the bag.
I would have assumed that you went to sleep unarmored because most people don't sleep in full plate.
Yeah,
Well, Aaron's not
already in.
most people. He didn't take his armor off.
Mine's already in the bag of holding.
Medieval, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna take it off. Just fucking throw it in the bag.
So what are we doing here, boys? We just rushing the castle?
Absolutely
We're gonna fucking kill everything in sight, mate.
I say
Oh, we need to sneak in. What are you guys talking about? Who
we're
knows?
going in through the moat. This castle isn't occupied like it was years ago. I'm sure we'll find some place that we can hunker down and formulate a plan.
Fine.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
It's up to you guys. We can head back the way we came. Just walk across the bridge, if that's a better idea to you.
Well,
we're going in.
Let's go.
And with one quick ping, this wheel starts spinning, and then almost giving you PTSD. This force of water sprays through it for just a moment before it dies down back to a trickle. And you guys step into this dark room with a platform in front of you, darkness of water. There is no... This is sort of dusk. There's not a lot of sunlight hitting this water. So this is sort of taking a plunge into the night.
Okay.
Guts.
Yeah.
Put out that light, man.
Oh, I didn't even grab it.
You son of a bitch.
You left, Nar?
Hopefully it's safe with the children, but yeah. Oops.
God damn it. That was the only thing we had to remember Sab by.
I'm not that ruthless. If you want to say that you grabbed it, you can say that you grabbed it. Who do you think I'm that guy?
I mean, I forgot, dude.
I think he's playing his character, dude. He forgot it.
Hey, I like it. I like it. I just want to let you know I'm not gonna play that hard on you guys. I mean, if you like have a magic weapon or something and you throw like a lightning javelin, you forget to go pick it up, that's a little bit of a different story, but besides the point, I digress. Yeah, so you guys all sort of look at each other, and Blackstrand sort of gives you one of these, and then with a very minimal splash, because he's such a small little mouse folk, he jumps into the water. Carter follows his lead, taking a sort of a swathy swan dive into the water.
I'll go.
I follow Carter.
Yeah, I'll follow
Cannonball.
I'm gonna try a jackknife.
A jackknife.
We're in a stealth mission and fucking cannonballing in the water.
Roll me athletics for that jackknife.
Oh no! Oh, that is a dirty 1.
What?
Oh, he's got a negative stat.
How is that possible?
You go to do your jackknife, and the water sort of impacts with your rump rather than the bottom of your feet, which sends your sort of momentum of your face downward, and you kind of knee yourself in the face as you enter the water. No damage taken, but just sort of embarrassing for the last couple people.
12 damage.
Yeah, he's unconscious underwater. Try to save him now, guys.
Yeah.
Stupid.
All right. Casper, I don't think I heard you say you're jumping in. You wait until the end?
No, I just assumed we're all following.
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
I was just giving everybody the chance for flavor if they wanted it. Yeah, you guys all swim a relatively long distance. This moat is about 35 feet deep. And you swim up, and your ears sort of pop with the change of pressure before you all surface at the top of the water. And as soon as you guys do, I'm going to have you all roll me stealth checks.
Okay.
Not at disadvantage for those that have their armor taken off. I think just disadvantage for Guts because he's exhausted.
8.
17.
15.
14.
3.
Oh. You guys all come up sort of one after another, and some of you sort of treading water loudly than others. And you're like looking around for a second for Guts before he surfaces with just like a loud like he's just like getting close to drowning on the way up, and he sort of relaxes seeing everybody there and seeing that he survived. But he definitely made a loud noise.
Hey, keep it down, little fella. What are you doing?
Sorry. I got scared.
Yeah. You know how to swim or what? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm a great swimmer.
Starky paddle.
Just keep it down, okay?
Sorry. My bad.
We'll all swim to the edge and try to find our footing.
Yeah, and you make your way close to the castle side of the moat.
Do we see any guards as we glance up, like Navy SEAL style, like slowly out of the water?
You see torchlight in the distance from where you're at this sort of lower perspective. You're not entirely sure if it's like torch sconces that are hung on the side of the building. You don't see movement to them. You do see that the drawbridge is actually pulled shut for the night, so both of the ends of the bridge are completely suspended up.
Fuck yeah.
You get the sense that at this point in night, they're probably only going to lower it for like guard rotations.
Blackthorn, Carter, you guys know another way in?
Blackthorn, why the fuck would I know a way in, mate? What the fuck?
Sorry, I meant to say Blackstrand. I'm a little tired. It's like 2 a.m. right now. We haven't slept since yesterday. Blackstrand, Carter, you guys know another way in?
Well, this is about as far as we're comfortable going.
Alright, we'll just hang out for a second, okay? And I'm gonna snap little fella back and send him out for a quick scout, see if I can see any alternate entrances besides this one drawbridge.
Yeah. And as you're sort of leaned up against this sloped terrain of the end of this moat, your eyes roll back into your head, and little fella appears with sort of a small veil of mist. Mist, and gives out a bird call. And he takes off up into the sky and flies up about as far as he can within your range. I believe that's about 100 feet.
So he can fly any distance.
But you can only see through 100 feet, correct?
Yeah, I can just communicate within the 100.
Okay. Yeah. So, he flies around. There are some open spaces. I don't have something I can pull up for you guys, but think of like this deck box or this dice box sort of as like the rectangular sort of walls around the castle. There's some open spaces like courtyards around the front where this entrance is, and then it kind of grows up like this big spire into the sky with different points and sections and some outdoor sections. And as you're looking through little fella's eyes, you see sort of campfires around the entrance where some guards are set, laughing and sort of taking a break. You see a stable with horses and carts to the right of the entrance. Beyond that, you see these big, sort of imposing brass, probably 10-foot tall doors that lead into the main foyer of this castle. There's... Go for it.
Specifically, I guess I'm looking if there's any like breaches in the castle wall that we can sneak through.
There's not really like cracked walls, but there are some sections that you could toss a rope up and climb up and over. Specifically to the right of you, sort of where those courtyards are with the horse stables, there's some sections of the wall where the keeps are, where the keeps connect to are a little bit lower, maybe about 15 feet or so, that you think you guys could probably figure out a way to get up over. Okay. Beyond that, just so I can save you sending out again later on, you do see multiple areas around the castle where there's windows into the castle itself. There are also a good number of small other buildings. You would probably make the guess that these are for like nobles and like people with titles and sort of high station within the community here. So there are places that you guys can check out to sort of bounce into and try to escape from the eyesight of people if you need to.
Beautiful. I'm gonna snap a little fella back. All right, fellas. This is what I think we should do. There's not really any cracks in the wall, but we get onto a roof. We make our way inside a castle, maybe through a window. I don't think anyone's gonna give us much grief on why we'd be in here. I think once we're inside, we might be able to lay low and blend in with the rest. It'd be mighty difficult for an average person to get in here. I don't think they deal with very many breaches.
We're soaking wet, mate.
Yeah, that's right. Don't you guys got anything that could dry us off?
No.
Well, Blackthorn, you don't got any spells or magical abilities?
I mean, I could clean our hands, our boots maybe, but...
Prestidigitation for all intents and purposes in this kind of situation, I would say, like, you could dry off clothing or like clean blood off of a shirt or something like that if you wanted to.
Sure, I could draw our trousers and our boots for sure.
Alright, well, let's make it quick, because the shadows, this time of day is our advantage.
We need to get out of this water, so let's do it.
In that spot that you told us about, Daddy, I'm gonna lead the group.
Yeah.
Anybody have some rope?
I got some rope, mate. Here.
Yeah, I got some too.
All right.
We all have rope.
We got plenty of fucking rope. All right. Who's throwing it? Who's got the strongest arm?
Probably me and Gabe.
I think I've
maybe
got a
even
pretty
fucking
strong
Guts
arm.
over there. Guts can swing that sword like a fucking dragonborn.
I'd rather have you guys do it.
All right, I'll throw it. I'll throw it.
I'm gonna touch Gabe and I'm gonna cast guidance.
You guys swim over to a section of the wall that this sort of rough, rocky terrain. It's a completely unrefined mountain landscape that they built this castle upon. On the side of this moat, you walk up, making slow progress up the side of this wall of stone, and you reach a section of the castle wall itself that's about 15 feet high. And there's sort of traditional, typical castle walls where there's like the little nubs going along the edge so that you can kind of hide behind for arrow fire and stuff like that. You could try to lasso a rope up to there, or try to find out any other clever way to get a rope up.
Casper, am I just throwing it over, or what am I doing here?
Well, I think you gotta try to get it stuck so we can climb up there.
And I have my rope, and I reach down, and I give a little crow hop, a little 1-2 step, and I hook my rope up there.
As the rope flies, I'm gonna snap and send my fucking my mage hand up there and place it into like a crevasse or like over something.
Nice, Oreo.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Right. That's smart, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done. I totally forgot you use mage hand, so I was expecting that to be a little less hard to get creative with how that went, but nicely done. Yeah, and Gabriel, you tug on the rope a couple times and sort of put your weight on it, and you're pretty confident that it'll hold.
Yeah, I go first.
Gabe, just make sure you peek your head over and get a good look before you climb up.
All right. I start climbing up.
Yeah, and as you do, you're the type of person who this isn't really going to be a challenge for. You've made your way up ropes plenty of times in your life in the shadows. You get to the top and peek your head over. There's about a 3-foot section of walkway or causeway in this sort of section of the wall that you imagine people patrol at some time or another, but you look around and you don't see anyone coming your way or walking away from you.
Okay. I look down at it. Oh, sorry, continue.
You can see further past into the castle courtyard itself, and you look down atop some sort of stables and small barn type structures, crates and hay and stuff like that in the area that you can see. Beyond that, just lights and sort of small figures walking around and sitting.
Yeah, I look back down at everyone and I give this symbol to everyone and let them know that it's okay to climb up.
I'll climb up.
I'll follow.
I'm gonna just teleport to the top of the ledge.
I love that you just do that every time to like rub it in people's faces.
I know, it's never like practical. It's just like
it's so fucking great. It's always like you guys had to work real hard to get somewhere. I'm here, bitch. I fucking love you, Casper. Yeah, everybody makes it to the top, sort of sweating and sort of getting a little bit of rope burn on your hands, and you look over and a small purple veil of energy appears your teleporting friend Casper. He sort of smiles at you dryly.
Hey, sorry, I didn't want to go first, and then there'd be a lot of guys up here. I figured you could like just take a good look first, you know.
That's understandable.
Yeah, whatever, mate. Everyone, gather around for a second.
What's up?
What?
I'm gonna start using prestidigitation on like small parts of everyone's body and try and get them dry, as well as kind of fix their collars and like touch up their hair and try and present everyone in a, you know,
and I put
a non-sewer manner.
I put my armor back on.
Me too. I'm gonna reach in his bag and grab my armor.
Blackstrand kind of flinches a little bit at your touch and just kind of like finally just accepts as you sort of prim his hair around his ears and fixing his collar.
When you try to fix my hair, just this little like loose spot right here just goes all poofy.
It's unmanageable. Next.
All right. So I think once we're inside, we just kind of meander ourselves around. Maybe try to find an empty room and could even set up a little base in here or something.
Well,
let's do it.
Say we walk around like we own the place.
Wait, before we go, we need an alibi, though. What do we say if anyone talks to us?
We're here to deliver the rations that were lost.
Oh, we're just here for a party, or?
Those are both good ideas, but I don't think that leaves a lot of questions. Why would the rations come back? And why
Where are they?
Why would there be a party?
Well, they're hoarding shit here. We heard of a fat king. I'm sure he likes to have fun, no? There's got to be something going on in this castle.
How about we're here to speak to Marcus for some reason. I don't know why, though.
There's questions with any alternative. Why don't we just fucking risk it? If we get in a situation, we'll cut their fucking heads off. What do you say?
All right, well,
Hold on, mate.
Fantastic idea.
I might have a little idea here before we kind of get a little crazy.
Well, you'd be the one cutting heads off, Aaron, so
I know, trust me, I've done my fair share, but what if we were to act if, we're here for Marcus? We were here to defend him and join him.
Oh!
Armored guards, huh?
Yeah, mercenaries looking for work.
I thought the plan was that we've already been here. We own the place. We know our way around.
Is that Blackstrand or Carter?
Carter.
Hey,
We could offer our hand, though.
Carter, I appreciate you joining the group and all, but you can leave the planning to us, all right?
I'm just trying to get clarification. You hear his voice raise a little bit, like in this stealthy situation.
Just start being a dick to Carter for no reason.
Carter's the most lovable NPC I've made. This is Gum all over again.
Hey, if we get caught, we all need to be on the same page. We need the same story.
We're mercenaries. I think that's a fantastic idea, Mr. Cross.
We're back. We've been here before for some festivities. We know, Marcus. We're here to lend our hand if you see it fit.
Now, one more thing. It's really just better if one person did the talking. I don't think that should be me who would like to volunteer.
Not me.
I think it should be Gabriel. Seems that he's been in the darker shadows, possibly. He's been in that shit before. You think you could talk your way through this one, mate?
I can try my best, but, as you just said, in the shadows, I don't do much talking.
Yeah, but you do seem like a leader of a militia.
And wait 1 second, I've thought my clever brain. If we're a mercenary group, we're gonna need a name.
Yes.
Gabe and the boys.
Gabe and the boys. Alright, we'll use that as a placeholder for now.
But Casper's ghosts.
We're gonna think on it.
So let me get this straight. Carter mumbled to himself, "I like Ghostbusters better." But fuck,
Ghostbusters pretty good.
Gabe and the boys.
So, let me clarify. We're trying to get in on the inside and let them know that we're mercenaries and that we're here to help, Marcus.
This is if we get caught, mate.
If he needs.
But that's what I'm trying to clarify.
Yes, that is the plan.
If we get caught, I'm supposed to tell them that we're here to help Marcus and that we're mercenaries for hire.
Yes, mate. Yes.
Okay.
If he.
Let's try to stick to the plan of not getting caught, because
I kind of like that better.
I'm not from a far away land called Oregon.
Like I said, I mainly deal in the shadows, so if we get caught, I'll try to talk our way out of this, but I rarely get caught, so I'll try my best, because I know the rest of y'all will fuck it up royally.
Mate, if you get caught, don't worry, I'll step in. I have pretty good persuasion techniques.
I think I can handle it, but let's just try not to get caught, okay, boys?
Alright, well, step number 1, we gotta get inside this castle, so let's find a window.
Okay.
And you still have about a 15-foot drop into sort of this stable area, or you can sort of make your way along these walls to try to get deeper into the maybe the backs or sides of the castle.
Do any
find sort of a gazebo
of the
or
castle
anything.
spires, do they get close to attaching to the outer perimeter, or are they kind of central?
They're all pretty central. There's a couple that kind of get close, but it would be quite a feat of athleticism to make a jump like that. Like, I'm talking probably like a 10-15 foot sort of gap. There are sort of like lines with flags on them that bear the crest of sort of a tree. Similar to, like, I guess the closest thing I could relate to would be like the crest of Gondor, the white tree of Gondor.
These stables must lead into the interior in some way, no?
It's a courtyard that leads to sort of a main front door.
Well, that makes sense that we'd be dropping our horses off and then heading in, so maybe we'd just climb down right here.
I say we try at the door, fuck it. At the very least, we try and talk our way out of it. If not, we're gonna fight our way in.
You want to go through the front door?
The closest fucking option we have. We don't have all night.
Alright.
At night time is the best time. It's gonna be busier in the day, no? Let's get on.
Let's go.
That's a point.
Can we drop this rope that we climbed up on and just kind of take it down the other way?
Absolutely not. That'd be far too easy.
I pull out another rope.
Of course you fucking can. That's one of those questions you could just say, "I do it." You don't gotta ask me for it.
I do it. I'm first down this rope.
I'm proud of you, child. Yeah, you guys all make it down the rope with relatively no issue, but at this point you do see a couple stable hands. They don't seem to make notice of your descent down the rope, but they are nearby these stables that sort of hug the walls of this this castle entranceway. You sort of land in sort of hay-covered dirt on the ground, so you have these small like crunches beneath your feet. Basically, to set the scene for you guys, you've got about 150 feet to the front door. There's sort of that main road that goes in through the bridge to the front door of the castle, and courtyards on either side. You're on the right side where the stables are. The left side is where there's some guards sort of shooting the shit, sitting around a fire.
I think we're just gonna walk in like we own the place. If everyone's cool with that, you guys just want to strut on in?
Yeah, we'll carry a light, nonchalant conversation about the weather as we come in. Beautiful night.
Try to avoid a door with a guard and see if we can just find an entrance where we can get in with no one talking to us.
Yeah, there's not really any smaller side doors. This is like the main foyer, main entryway to the castle. There are 2 guards standing on either side of the door. And before I get too far ahead of myself here, you guys see sort of this group of guards sitting, shooting the shit and sort of blustering their time away. You also see, sitting just behind them about 50 feet, 2 sort of metal pikes sitting out of the ground. And as you near it a little bit more, keeping a distance away from these guards, you see impaled on these pikes from ass to throat the visages of Bart and his fellow guard that sort of helped you guys out.
Holy shit! Oh, bad idea. Turn back.
No. I'm gonna just fucking hold on to Oriole and just kind of grab him by his arm and keep him right next to me.
My god.
Play it cool, Blackthorn.
Shut the fuck up.
Blackthorn, make me a deception check, just so it's a composure thing for you.
Nat 20, bitch.
Dude, you need to buy different dice.
Yeah, what?
20 minutes.
Man.
It's 1 to 20. Those things are definitely loaded.
Yeah, what's happening? It's been like that for 6 weeks.
Dude.
Crazy, brother.
Those guys are banned.
As Aaron sort of jolts your arm, pulling you forward, it snaps you back into the reality of the gravity of the situation that you're in. And you immediately steel yourself and look away from the bodies of Bart and the other nameless guard, because you guys never asked his name.
Worthless.
And make your way towards the 2 guards standing at the front of the castle. And as you get about 15, 20 feet away from them, they've got these long spears. They wear this similar attire to the guards that you've dealt with previously. They don't look like guard captains, but they do have more ceremonial sort of helmets on, the full face helmets. And they both lower their spears in an X in front of the door. See, one guy shouts out to you all, says, "Hey, what business do you have here, partners?"
I take a step forward and I put my hand out and I motion across to everyone and I say, "We're Gabe and the boys."
God.
We've heard of Marcus and what he's doing, and we're here to serve him as security and bodyguards. Well then, fellas, you'd must already have spoken with Caldi then.
No.
Caldi? Caldi, yeah. We have not. We have, like I said, we have just heard of what Marcus is doing, and we want to be a part of it. Well, Caldi is the head overseer of all guard activities, and I'll tell you what. This here's a sort of militia proposition. Where are you getting at? Well, we're a group of highly trained individuals, and we know that Marcus could greatly benefit from our services. So, we figured we would travel all this way and offer it to him because we know that it will indeed benefit him to have us servicing him. Roll me a persuasion check. Persuasion. 15. I rolled a contested insight and got a 5.
Yes. Yes.
Consider yourself persuaded, bitch. Well, I'll tell you, I'll take that to the bank and cash it. All right, and open her on up. That's what I thought. And he gives like a couple, like a solid couple of knocks on the door, and you see it just opens away from you, allowing this entryway to the castle be
Hey,
exposed.
fella, where do we find this Caldi?
Well, hot damn. I gotta say, I sure do like your accent. Whereabouts you from?
Oh, I'm from a long way off, the Shadowfell, actually.
Well, no shit. Never met a Shadowfellian before. Hopefully I'm saying that offensively. None meant.
No, that was perfect, actually. Where are you from, sir?
Well, I'm from up the way in Silverwick. Born and raised up there, doing some farm work. Parents owned a wheat field. We helped make bread.
I heard it's beautiful country that way. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Sorry, what was your question again there, fella?
Yeah, you mentioned Caldi was the leader of the guards.
That's right.
Is that a he or a she?
Oh, that's a she, my friend.
All right. Well, we think we're gonna need to have a word with her. So if you could tell us where to find her.
Well, yeah, she's usually the old. Usually at the old war room. It tends to take up place out there, and she doesn't seem to do a whole lot these days. She's not there. She's actually hangs around pretty close to King Marcus.
I appreciate that information. This is our first time to the castle. Could you point us in the direction of some grub and maybe a place to lay our head? Quiet room or something?
Rightio. Yeah, just go up the stairs there right in front of you. And as you guys are peering into this foyer of this castle, you see just these sort of regal, like furred sort of carpets that lead up these stairs that branch from forward into different branches going left and right that also meet back up at the top sort of in the same distance. It's one of those like really posh fancy like staircases that really just don't make any sense. They both sides meet in the same fucking spot.
Yeah, that's sick.
But they look great. You see giant paintings on the wall of
crowned beings, mostly men that take up a large portion of the wall space, previous kings and rulers throughout the ages. You see some small conversation areas with chairs or small pads on the ground that are sort of adorned with fine embroidery, crystal chandeliers that hang from high ceilings about 50 feet high, and they are huge chandeliers that hang down 10 feet into the air. So I might have put that confusingly. They're not 10 feet above you. They're not 40 feet long. They're 10 feet long. And you see the staircase that has these polished wooden handles and arm railings that lead up into the top of this next level of the castle. And you're gonna head right. There's a mess hall down that way. I don't know what kind of grub they're fixing up tonight, but everything's all right. We don't have food like we used to. I sure do miss those farm days. Nothing beats farm fresh, you hear me? Well,
I hear you.
I digress, and sleeping quarters are going to be in that same direction. There's usually about 4 to a room, so y'all get snuggled up nice and tight. You can fit all 7 of you.
Yeah, my friend, my little buddy Guts over here, he has trouble sleeping if there's lots of noise. Is there like a real quiet place in the castle that not a lot of folk go to? Maybe we can let our buddy Guts get a good night's sleep. Been on the road awfully long time.
And Guts is very used to this, but the rest of you see this guy turn to Guts, who he's not really paid any mind to at this point. Looks him over, up and down. Hell, he's a dog. He can sleep on the ground. Just about anywhere.
He's not a dog.
No, you're right. He is a dog, and he'll sleep wherever we tell him to sleep. But all the same, is there a quiet place we can find to get a good night's sleep away from everyone else?
Now, there's... Like I said, you can see his confidence in you is starting to fade a little bit.
Yeah, we're just gonna start walking.
Hey, Casper, what direction? Left or right?
Yeah, we're gonna go up there and go to the right.
All right, hey, Gabe and the boys. We're going up the staircase to the right.
God damn it.
The guy gets sort of a questionable look on his face as the guard door closes behind you.
I forgot he was a dog.
He's not really.
I know, but
he's not people either.
There's a lot of racism around here.
A famous quote from Guts: "I'm not people."
I'm not people.
Yeah, so you guys make your way up the stairs. You see people in this building now as you're finally getting up to the second level. And it's sort of this long, grand hallway with arched ceiling above you. You see people milling about different bookshelves and seating areas. Oriel, you'd be a lot more used to the presentation of these folks. They are all dressed in very finely crafted silks and satins. They wear shoes made by master cobblers, and jewelry adorns almost every inch of their open neck space and fingers. You do notice that, like, piercings and some nose piercings, ear piercings, lip piercings, eyebrow piercings seems to be a pretty popular look for a lot of these people. You do see a hallway that leads to the right, and you get the smell of something cooking in the background.
These people are beautiful.
You guys want to go left instead?
You guys smell that? Who's hungry?
No, don't get distracted, Gabe. We're on a mission. Let's go left. See what we can find.
I haven't eaten in 3 days, Cassie.
Gabriel, this is all stolen food, you glutton.
Hey, Oriel, what the fuck?
You want to sit down and have a meal? While everyone in the city is dying and we're here to help them?
We just gave a whole pile of rations to the people.
Yeah, and they were wiped away in the sewer from a flood that this asshole created.
All right, I'll starve, and we'll go to our sleeping quarters. But
Daddy,
at
we're
some
all
point,
whispering, but you know, because of stream, we're just gonna say.
But at some point,
I appreciate that.
At some point, we'll need to eat as well.
Gabe, are you confused? We're not actually going to sleep either. We're on a mission, Gabe. We were just looking for a place to get away from everybody.
Gabriel.
There's
We need
no
to
food
find-
and there's no sleep. We're going to war right now.
we
We're about
need to
kill the
find
king.
the sleeping quarters to make the plan.
All
And
right,
scout.
As long as you know, okay? You're starting to
God.
confuse me. You're trying to get a hot meal right now.
No, I
Doesn't
led
make
that whole thing, bro.
You got jerky in your pouch.
Yeah, and I've eaten all of it.
I'll give him a wet.
Dragon
I'll
bone.
give him a
You're-
wet ration.
Yeah, you're 5 feet tall. I'm fucking 7 foot tall and 350 pounds, mate.
Guts,
Covered in jerky
Guts reaches
crumbs.
his hand up to you and hands you like this real soggy piece of like lembas bread looking material that's just sort of sogging over.
And I look Guts in the eyes. Thank you, Guts.
No problem.
Soggy
Appreciate
bread.
you, Guts.
All right. Well,
And I
keep
just
it down.
I pound the soggy bread.
Let's go to the left, all right? Let's see what we
It's
can
not
find.
satisfying.
I'm still
covered in
hungry.
Sewer water, bro.
I'm still hungry, but hey. Do what we
Shut the
came here
hell
to
up
do.
about being hungry already. Let's go, Gabe.
All right.
Aaron, what about you? You're a big dragon. Are you hungry too?
Kind of seeing these fucking innocent people die.
That's the
Thank you.
spirit.
Blood.
Finally, now that's what we're talking about, Gabe.
All right.
Attitude we need.
He's fucking lying.
I am kind of hungry.
God damn it.
All right, we're going to the left, boys. Let's go. Don't make eye contact.
Point to the left.
And you guys have just been sort of standing in the middle of this open
Intersection.
staircase intersection, quietly muttering to yourselves. And you're all dressed in like full armor. You stick out like a sore thumb, if a sore thumb had a sore thumb in this room.
Perfect.
And you see this very, very proper middle-aged man, probably about 6 feet tall, with this middle parted hair that comes down into like a bowl cut around his head. And you see these like fake veneer style smile come up to you guys, and he says, "Oh, first time seeing you brutes around this lot. What can I call you?"
Marcus's boys.
Marcus's boys.
I'm sorry.
Brown
Gabriel.
nosing, are you?
Gabriel is our leader. Here he is. Gabriel?
It's gone.
You see Gabriel
Even
just
the
sitting
boys.
there with a 1,000-mile stare, just completely like drooling and unresponsive.
Menu.
Yeah, he is AFK from his own body right now.
Can I nudge him a
And
couple
he says, "What is wrong with this fella here?"
Never seen one quite as beautiful as all of you. See, my friends are new to this type of environment.
And you're not?
Oh, please.
Oh, pardon me. I thought there was going to be more to that sentence.
You approached us. Can we help you? We are a bit tired.
And he sees that you guys are sort of shuffling to the left. He says, "Well, I do know that sleeping quarters are to the right."
But do you smell that awfully lovely scent coming from the left?
No. Well, I did come down that way. You may just be smelling my cologne.
It's possible. You do look lovely.
Flattery will get you nowhere with me, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Oh, please, we'll be on our way. It was great talking with you as I shove everyone to the right.
Does anyone give resistance to that?
No.
Good day. As you all begin to move into the distance.
Gabriel!
Yeah, you happy, Gabe? You finally get food.
What were you doing? God.
Well, I panicked.
You barely got away with that.
I panicked. Sorry, boys. I'm sorry, Gabe and the boys.
I honestly hate that name.
I called you Marcus. You've distracted all of us. We need a new name.
I heard. I
offered. The group is Marcus's boys.
No.
I said it to that guy. There's no
Carter,
going back.
We talked about this, Carter. Leave the decisions to the rest of us.
Yeah, shut up, Carter.
I can't help but interject when I feel something important needs to be said.
So we're not Gabe and the boys. Then what are we?
Anyone but that.
Okay, then give a suggestion. Oriole or whatever the fuck, Casper.
Well, I do might have liked Casper's ghost. That's kind of
that's fucking lame.
No, it's actually really clever.
He does nothing.
What?
He's our navigator, Gabriel. Just because you're all the brawn doesn't mean he doesn't have anything to contribute. Please.
Okay, Casper and the ghost. Fine. I really don't care.
You would think I'd do nothing?
No, Casper, I got caught up in the moment. You do a lot, okay?
We're Casper's ghosts.
Will you apologize? That hurt my feelings.
I grabbed Casper's hand. Casper, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just upset that you didn't like Gabe and the boys.
All right, I forgive you. We can't go to the left anymore, so you're finally going to get to eat. Maybe be a little less grumpy.
No, I don't care about eating. I want to save the people. I want to find Marcus and slice his belly open.
Shh.
I said that very quietly, Oriole.
It is hard being a video audio medium.
I can't whisper. I can't whisper. I'm not gonna
Stage
say
whispers, everyone. I'm whispering today.
We should have a hand signal whenever we're whispering. We'll just like hold it up, but we'll talk normal.
I like that, actually. I like that.
Okay.
And all the new viewers of the show be like, what the fuck are they doing unless they watch this exact
I'm whispering, everyone.
10 second.
Casper, I'm still holding his hand. Casper, I'm sorry. I was just a little upset. Okay, we can be Casper's ghost if you'd like to.
Well, we could be anything that you want to be, but for now, we gotta keep going, all right? Let's move.
Okay, well, you say you didn't like Gabe and the boys, so I'm just trying to talk
the hell up about the name.
Let's go. You're pissing me off, Casper. Okay, whatever. You do the fucking talking, Casper.
No, we don't have to tell every person we meet our name.
I asked for it.
And you guys are still, you get like 10 feet into this fucking walkway towards the mess hall, and you just pause again and are whispering to yourselves in this heavily armored attire.
Oh my god. Can I walk past them? Can I just walk past them?
Yeah, you kind of bump shoulders with Casper as you walk past this sort of small hallway and make your way down the hall.
Perfect.
There are doors that you pass by shut. You make your way down this hallway, but you do take note of a few doors that you pass by. And they're not like, it's not middle school. They're not like labeled employee closet or whatever. Like, you have to investigate them yourselves if you'd like to. But Aaron, being a dragonborn, you have a pretty keen sense of smell, and you just follow your nose to the food. You are kind of hungry.
Perfect.
You all enter sort of this mess hall where you see that this food is being served out on like adjacent to like paper plates. It's very rudimentary. A few tables sparsely sat around. Different groups of people in here. Some of them look to be like similar to the royals or the sort of titled people that you saw in the main hallway upstairs. Some of them look to have more common clothes. Some of them look to be similar to you guys, sort of armored and maybe mercenary types. So they're sort of sparsely sat around in their different groups.
What is this? And imagine a cafeteria.
I'm gonna kind of walk towards the food. I'm gonna just make myself a plate, and then kind of go sit with the guards, kind of blend into the area, keeping an eye on my group.
Visibly frustrated, I'm gonna like throw my hands up like these fucking dragonborns and their fucking food, dude. We just had this whole conversation. This motherfucker grabs a plate.
Well, does anybody else grab some food?
I'm just gonna sit down somewhere.
Gabe grabs foods and sits next to Aaron.
I'm gonna sit with Guts. I'm gonna sit with Guts.
Me as well.
Carter and Blackstrand look at each other, look at the food, look at you all, and they grab a plate as well.
Fucking guys, dude.
You get the sense that these guys have not been eating great in a long time, so and you guys, you go and you help yourselves to just these pilings of like these sort of mashed potatoes and meatloaf and this huge plate of food. And as you begin to eat it, tastes great, looks great. Gabriel, go ahead and roll me Arcana checks.
You guys deserve this. You guys deserve whatever's coming your way. You motherfuckers.
I might get a bonus, you know.
17.
What about you, Aaron?
Oh, there's me too.
Everyone with food.
15.
I'm just throwing
Plus
food
1,
in my
16.
mouth.
You guys, you just like, this tastes so good. And you just keep eating. And you keep stuffing your face. And before you know it, this huge plate of food is gone. You both rolled high enough to know, after you're sort of done eating, that this must be some kind of magically enchanted food, because you don't feel full at all. If anything, you're more hungry.
Oh my god.
But we know, right?
You don't know what it is, but you're like something's up with this.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I know something's up. I place my food down and I go sit next to Guts and Casper.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw. You start to push that plate away, but something in your mind is just, I'll go get another plate. And you get up and you go walk over and you fill your plate again and begin eating.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna send a message to Gabe. Gabriel, it's time to leave. Put the plate down.
Well, what happened to Aaron?
I was just gonna say, Aaron, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You guys are
13.
right back in purgatory where you just
And
eat.
right after Gabriel, you are like, I need to eat more. And you stand up and you walk back over to the serving trays.
I'm gonna walk past the boys before I get that food as well. Casper, Guts, and Oreo at the table, and be like, "Boys, you've tried the fucking food. It's delicious. It's delicious."
And you see Carter and Blackstrand both get up with just eyes wide, and they go and get another plate of food and sit back down, just enjoying it.
Dude, now Guts, me, and Mr. Blackthorn have to go kill the leader while these fucking guys eat food all day.
No, but with Casper's message, can I roll something to snap out of it? Like he's saying, he's telling me it's time to go.
We'll find out next week.
You fuckers, dude.
What a cliffhanger. Holy shit.
Oh,
Wow.
That was great, dude.
Wow, that
Honestly,
gave me some fucking chills. That was really
good.
creepy.
Yeah, I had no idea that the food was gonna get you guys. I had
I'm glad.
no hint of that.
I'm glad.
I didn't think either.
I almost went and got food.
Oh, well, thank you guys. I had such a blast with tonight's session. And hey, not a single battle map needed. For anybody that might be watching this and is curious about trying D&D, like, you need such minimal resources to have a great, fun session like tonight. You get some dice or play with digital dice and get a group of your friends and fucking play pretend together. And that is what I love most about D&D.
Yeah.
The hardest thing, the biggest resource, you just need friends.
Yeah. Forever alone. But I got to get out of here relatively quick tonight. I think a couple of us do. So I'm going to just quickly breeze through this sort of outro here. If you want to catch up on our content, or if you want to show one of your friends, we would greatly appreciate it. We have our entire archive in our link to YouTube in the description of our Twitch channel here. Show people, spread us around. We're 8 followers away from getting affiliate, so we would love to reach that. Hopefully, maybe by next week. You never know. Other than that, check us out on Instagram at @AdvantageDND, on TikTok @Advantage. And shout out to our buddy old boy Chase here, Shadowcraft Prince. Check out his Etsy store. He's been getting a lot more product that he can sell and be ready for you guys to ship out, and you can fulfill all your miniature needs. So thank you so much if you're still here watching, for sticking around with us today, and we will see you guys again next Monday.
Hey, one more thing. Shout out Bryce. We appreciate you so much, Bryce.
Yeah.
None of this would be possible without Bryce.
I always forget the Bryce shout out, and for that is a sin of its own, and it will be added to the list.
Very much a sin. Bryce, thank you so much.
Thanks,
we
guys.
appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate you
Good
guys.
night, everyone.
Yes.
Love you.
Hit that follow button.
See you next week.
Bye.